Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home to the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. Big Red is here ready to lead these fans to victory. They're eager to get this clash underway. And this is the kind of game college football fans love because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Purdue Boilermakers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Hilltoppers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Purdue's offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Touch pass on the run. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Not finding any running room. I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's 3rd down.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Hilltoppers offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle of Epps. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you just try to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Henry. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you.
Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Boilermakers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. They'll run for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's a risky play call there. Fourth and a couple of yards, and you turn around. Hand it to your running back. You say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
The Boilermakers are marching down the field. Quick release by the QB. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's McCoby. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
extra point. They get the first 7 of the game. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Sets up the screen. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Epps. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They're setting up the screen. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Finds a little space. It's a seam wide open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous. Chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Hart. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Topper. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it in, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Boilermakers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Walker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. Wide open spaces. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll get him on the ground as the comes out to start the next drive. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's hard. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to...
Turning it on! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Caught in the backfield. It's Epps. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. Oh, what a move. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Purdue offense heads back out to the field.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Here's the pressure. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's a return from midfield. And the returner will be dragged down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive, find those couple plays you like, push the ball down the field, at least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. And they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Makes the grab. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Caught. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for room. It's Hart. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open. deep down the field for an explosive play, somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Hilltoppers in the hurry up. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. The Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll do it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Got his man on the right. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? Flushed out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hilltoppers!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give on the inside. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Gain of 22.
And remember, we saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward-breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff to the outside. That's a really good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
They'll give it to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Second down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. Winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on field.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
And after missing that field goal, this is still a one-possession game, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Running back searching for a hole. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Henry. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Some guys just have the pure talent to make the catch no matter how many defenders are around.
Yeah, Reese, he's a bit of a rule breaker because even when he's covered, he's open. The quarterback knows that. He's going to find a way to come back to the football and help his QB out.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
With the catch, it's Hutchinson. stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw again. He'll heave it deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Trying to take it back. Got enough for the first down. And he left the first... defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. He wants to change this route. Might as well give it to him again. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
Right on the money. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Boilermakers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the left. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Past the first down marker and still running. They'll move the chain. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one is perfect.
That's a big drive for this offense. The passer, make them pass a little bit more and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
Hey, it's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
The clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Hutchinson. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henry. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the chart.
All out of space. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
The ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line. And the offense just going to spike it here.
The clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Offense facing 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Plucks it out of the air. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.